Hi everybody! Welcome to Materia D&D, where we play D&D our way, and I'm joined by my co-DM, the Sleeping Lord of Chaos Jones. We are on session 141 of the Crass Menagerie story, and um, the most recent happenings, the Menagerie were witness to the formation and, I guess, creation or awareness granting to a celestial entity deep within the vaults of the Alabaster repository, um, essentially the museum that is found within the Lyceum district of Whitlaw, the crossroads capital of Cled. Uh, they had to fight off a small horde of bloodletter demons, um, and well, they successfully did so. And then within the aftermath of it, they had to figure out what to do with the celestial that Sej had dubbed Chandra. Chandra. That's what it was, Chandra. Um,
Yeah.
there was tension in the time after, as it was unclear what to do. Uh, Protocols and procedures by um, some high ranking and outstanding members of Whitlaw and other organizations sought to keep the entity uh, restrained and within within the barriers that were erected of the vault to determine what was the best course of action and, if anything, to allow individuals within the Lyceum district to evacuate. Um, the Menagerie played a pivotal role in keeping Chandra amused and entertained and occupied, um, because as DM to players, lawful good does not mean lawful nice, and they took that to heart. However, uh, eventually, with the distractions in place, discussions had, the Menagerie met one of the outstanding members of Whitlaw, a um, the the leader or captain, or however you want to look at it, of the Unveilers, the organization that is responsible for heading the Alabaster repository and the nearby Alabastras, as well as curating and protecting the vaults below. A Master Ufuma, which initially rubbed the group a very wrong way, but he was being strict in his protocols. But however, afterwards, once the immediate area was evacuated, the barriers were given permission to drop. Chandra took one of the illusionary hats that Rock had created, fabricated it into reality, placed the origin point within it, and simply folded upon herself or itself, their self, and vanished from, well, the premises. No damage seemingly done. Um, Afterwards, Ofuma, Butcher Yorn, and the Menagerie were to walk out of the vaults and head to the Alabastras, which is the complex near the Alabaster repository, where the monk-like um, practitioners and organizational group of the Unveilers are housed. And they were to have a meeting with Ofuma as he had a proposition for this heroic band of mercenaries. Uh, Upon entering a round chamber where everyone was permitted to speak, Sej called for some time amongst themselves, amongst the Menagerie, and Ofuma and Yorn, as well as the two Unveiler guards, agreed, stepped out of the building, and discussions were made over the proposal of assisting the Unveilers, assisting Cled as a whole, assisting society potentially, to travel west to a city village known as West Green, which lays on the border between the nation of Kled and the open plains and unclaimed territory, uh, where much of the relics and artifacts and such objects that were in question were brought to the museum, as there was notion of the raids going on and making it dangerous for the heralds of exploration and those affiliated with understanding the past. Ufuma beseeched the group that they are perhaps the right individuals at the right time to be able to assist with such a task, to try to understand what is happening over on the Western Front, to perhaps scout out and get information about the, we'll call it the political unrest on that side, though the political structure is pretty much up in the air and unknown to those that are not from the open plains themselves, and essentially to try to stop anything from spilling over into Kled. The menagerie will be given time to discuss, to think, to mull it over, as an answer is requested and within a short amount of time. However, it is needed to be immediate. Thus, Afuma, Butcher, they all bid the menagerie a good evening, as the menagerie are free to depart from the Alabastras, and their next stop was the Bucking Mads, where they have a place to stay and sleep and discuss amongst themselves on the evening of Everly the 9th. So, that being said, Menagerie, it's your story. What's going on? Where do you want to pick up? Do you want to pick up on the walk? Do you want to already be at the Bucking Mads? Do you want to already have slept? Let's go.
I guess I have one thing maybe I would want to do because it's like duskish. I assume like after we
Yeah,
leave Ofuma, right?
yeah.
Actually, never mind. I retract that. Never mind. I'm good for going all the way to tomorrow unless anybody else has stuff.
Nothing comes to mind for me.
I, you should try your ring out at some point.
Just try what out?
Try your ring out for funsies at some point. Now that nothing's trying to kill us.
Ring?
Yeah, the ring that I
What kind
had
of ring?
told you to try it out. Am I going crazy? I gave you a ring, right?
Yes, you gave him a ring.
Yeah.
It has it's a small, like, silver metal band with two gauntlets kind of coming together, and in between the knuckles is like a blue sapphire-like stone.
Yeah, I think it'll make a good set for something you already do.
And who got the ring again? I think my brain got messed up by that celestial.
Uh, yeah. Well, I mean, if you saw the things I saw, although you probably did, but maybe not. Like, I mean, you didn't see yourself. It was weird. No, Davis.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant me. I thought I was going crazy.
Wait, I got a ring.
Oh, yeah. I remember, man, how long was this day that we're? I mean, actually,
It's been a long day. I'm trying to go drink something, you know?
yeah, I gave you a ring this morning. That was
Oh yeah. Well, that's this morning. Jesus.
right.
I did promise you that I would use it, and should I like, where should we go? Wait till we get back to our lodging at Bucking Mad, or just
Oh,
here?
yeah. I mean, you can use it anywhere. I might as well wait till you're comfortable.
You still don't. You don't want to tell me what it does, right?
You'll find out right away.
Okay.
As long as it's not dangerous, I guess.
I mean,
No,
he said it isn't, and I trust
zero
him.
danger. I used the word.
That's right. That's right.
But other than that, I just want to rest and
Well, now I'm
maybe
curious.
nod.
What does it do?
Well, we'll find out once we get there, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
the suspense is killing me.
Cool.
I'd like to draw you, Sedge, as I saw you, because man, you were weird. So when we get
Oh,
back,
our primordial forms? Yeah, that was weird. I wish I could see myself too. I wish you could have
yeah.
seen you.
Oh, wait, you didn't see me?
Well, it was like it was your voice.
You saw him.
Oh,
You saw a representation of himself.
Yeah, but
That
weird turtle amalgamation of or like primordial version of
yeah.
yourself. I don't know. I don't even know if I could paint it. It's very confusing even to think about it, I think.
I'll do my best to show you what I saw when I looked at you.
Maybe I'll try to do the same for you. I do have some painter's tools. Do you need to
Yeah,
borrow?
I found my book and whenever I sketch with. So
Oh, you sketch. I paint. I see. Well, yours will be a painting.
I appreciate that. I hope I wasn't too freaky looking.
It depends on your sensibilities, I guess. I don't know. It was very strange, but we're pretty used to very strange, so
Sure.
Alright. Discussions kind of had on your way. You guys make it to the stables that lead the way to fucking Mads. Uh, met by the stable master, you give the passphrase. Ahem.
That Pontus is a one tough broad.
Yeah, there we go.
Is
And
that
say
the
it
right
every
word?
time.
Broad? I don't actually remember.
Yeah, it's broad.
Okay.
It's broad. And they look you over.
Yeah, we've been here before. Come on.
It's
Not even that long ago. Oh wait, no, it was a while ago. Sorry, time flies.
yeah. Yeah, rest well. You guys look surprisingly knackered for the day. Anyways. So you guys head on in to the darkened interior lit by the central braziers and the central fire. Surprisingly busy down here tonight. There's at least 2 dozen individuals, not including Patas and a pair of goblins that seem to be assisting and working down here this evening. But you get acknowledgement from Patas as you walk in, seeing your group. She gives you a head nod, and you are free to do as you wish.
Adam, I want to kind of listen to see if there's any talking about what occurred with us fighting, if it's kind of leaked out yet or not.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check based on just listening in. I don't think you have any bonuses to hearing, so. But don't forget your Vanta Black if it applies.
Yeah, it's all double checking. It doesn't apply.
I imagine Carlos might join him in that. I don't know.
That's fair.
I don't know if that matters. Give him advantage, but I don't know if that.
No, it would be two separate.
Just two separate rolls.
Yeah, Carlos, please roll for Carlos because I rolled a 2.
Okay, let me pull up his sheet. Sorry. So this is perception, you said.
Yeah.
And
And
what's
he
his?
has
Is it an 8 set for the Nirvana?
9.
It's
Today
9.
is
It was 8. Now it's 9.
It was
Okay.
8.
Oh, he's got it. Oh, his advantage on perception is for sight with the eyes of the eagle. Right. Okay.
Yes. He doesn't have that right now.
Regular perception check. Oh, still decent. 20.
20. Okay. Dragnar, as you're starting to listen in, it's more of just like the clatter and chatter of people. And it's surprisingly rowdy down here for the evening. Just it seems like either it's just happenstance that a large number of adventurers are down here, or guild members, or individuals that seem to know how to get down here. But Karos, kind of taking a deep breath and kind of listening in, uh, leaning back on his experiences before he met the group, being mostly an independent investigator and guide of sorts who knows that the best sources of information is obviously, the public. And this happens to be a particularly procured group of the public. There's some mutterings of like what could have been the lockdown or why were people asked to evacuate the the Lyceum district. There's a, a group of uh, a group of a pair of shifters that are laughing amongst themselves, saying that you know that probably what happened was that one of um, the experiments over at the colleges were about to blow up or something. But it seems to be being like they're making it more lighthearted than it really was. Carlos doesn't pick up on anything in the terms of there was conflict or battle or death that occurred. It seems like more of the ideas is that something at the college was the cause. But that's about it. Yeah. How do I use my sword powers in chat? What do I do?
What do you mean?
We got a bot spamming.
Oh, I'll get it. Cobram.
There you go. There you go. So yeah, Carlos with confidence would be able to say, at least down here, after listening into a few conversations, no mention of conflict up in the Lyceum district, and no mention of, I guess, uh, an angel or demons or anything like that. So anything else?
Are we like sitting at a table? Is he mentioning this?
Sure, I didn't picture that as you guys kind of walk in, take a little bit of time off your feet. As you guys are kind of looking at each other. Hey,
Hmm?
with a little raspy voice, you kind of have to look down. It's one of the two
Who
goblins.
said that?
Yeah, down here. Yeah. Hey, what
Oh,
can I get you?
uh, I didn't even know you were here. You scared me.
Yeah, well, sorry. Here, this might help. And he just kind
Are
of
you a,
jumps on one of the benches. Is that better?
are
I
you a
look.
goblin?
Yes.
Wow.
You've seriously, you never. Where's this guy from? How does he
He's
not know what?
From
far away.
Far, far away.
Ah, but yes. Hi, goblin. And he kind of does like a half bow.
Nice to meet you. My name's Sej.
Name's Cog.
Cobb?
Cog G.
Cog. Cog.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What's up? So everyone else has something on their tables. You guys look kind of dry and barren.
Yeah, we just got here. I'm definitely famished though, so I could go for some food.
Do you have any cider?
Cider. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, make it double.
Hard or sweet?
Oh, sweet, please.
Okay.
Make mine
Well,
You don't
hard.
look like the sweet kind.
Hard. I
So-
mean, sweet also implies alcohol, right?
Yeah, no, it's got some. It's not as
Thank goodness.
let's just say the apples aren't visible in that cider. So I got a sweet,
I'll take a hard cider.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
hard. Got it. Rest of you,
I'll take a sweet. I got a lot of thinking to do tonight.
2 sweets, 1 hard. Next. That's it.
I'll take
Alright.
a real ale
Ale.
and I'll pull out my Ogre Buster glass and fill this up.
Jeez.
Uh,
Carry it
oh,
with
How
you.
about
Damn.
he's having?
That thing's like he kind of like because he's standing on the bench, kind of walks
Guys, we're
over
not
it.
doing this tonight, right? Like, we're not doing that.
I'm not drinking myself under the table.
Right.
I'm exhausted as it is. My hit points are low. You know.
I'm not either. The last time I drank from this, I ended up on top of the table.
I just wanted a drink, and that's the best size.
The one cider might make me fall asleep here. You might have to carry me.
I'm not carrying you, friend. That is a
No,
a
no, no.
lot
We'll
of.
get him.
Okay. All right. So I
No,
got
is the kitchen still going? I realize we probably haven't eaten.
kitchens going.
How much for everybody's drinks and some food?
I mean, it just goes to your group's tab. They
Right.
take it out of your earnings.
Oh,
Yeah,
You
that'd be
are.
like a good meat pie. I want a meat pie.
You want a meat pie? Do you want a meat pie with potato topping, or do you want a meat pie with like crusty topping?
Let's
I
go
always
with
forgot
potato
we had a
today.
tab.
There we go, because that wasn't the option. You only had potato. I was just kind of fucking with you. Good. All right, meat and potato pie.
Is there any
All
other
mutters under his
options?
breath. Damn it.
I mean, not really. We're not really
Okay,
a
then I'll take
restaurant.
that too. I'm hungry.
All
You
right.
know what? Make it 2. I'll take 2.
Aros raises 2 fingers as well.
I like that.
All right. You know what? Enough
Stew and
pies on
bread.
the table.
Yeah.
He squints
Yeah.
and starts raising a third. No. But then he lowers it.
Thinks better of it.
Serge is gonna slide him a gold. This is for dealing with us, okay?
Hey,
Jeez.
appreciate it. I might melt this down and fill up some of my teeth that are missing. Appreciate it. You rock.
Or make a necklace.
A necklace doesn't help you eat.
I guess
All right.
that's true.
So I got 2 sweet, 1 hard, an actual proper ale. Let's see if we got some dwarven variety for you, my friend. And then a bunch of meat pies around. Thanks
You
for
got stew.
I mean, I can take the top. Yeah, well, I can make a stew for you. Is that what you want?
Stew and bread.
Stew and bread.
Yeah,
You
meat
just
I mean,
pie.
you know, meat pie is basically stew and bread, just
Yeah,
on the
you're
same
just gonna
plate.
take a meat pie and like stir it around a bit, and then boom, stew.
Hey,
It's deconstructed. It's different.
don't tell him the chef's secrets, okay?
I mean,
Yeah. He just jumps off, starts walking, and you see like he starts pulling out like a stereotypical chef's hat out of his back.
oh god,
Puts it on.
Wait a minute.
he's the only one here. No, I'm just kidding.
That you.
Meat pie just sounds too fancy for Drake. Stew, bread.
Meat pie
Stew bread.
fancy. Okay.
Very well. A little time will pass. The Patas comes on by, carrying 1 large tray with your various drinks. Hands them out. Looks at y'all. Seeing your faces a lot lately. And starts. Welcome back. Kind of heads on back to behind the counter. A few more minutes pass. Y'all are having discussions amongst yourselves. Karo's still kind of intently listening. Not really too much on the terms of what's been going on. He does, however, carrying over that total of a 20 roll. Here, on table, 5 individuals discussing amongst themselves. They are seemingly fresher on the arrival side, as they still seem to be cladded in their traveling leathers, garments, and such. And he does overhear them talking about the happenings for the trial that are to come, and how they hope that they're able to stay here long enough to see a good proper trial and maybe a good old execution of a cult leader. That's about it.
Estra is her name, right? Lady Estra.
Lady Estro.
Right. Okay.
So you have discussions amongst yourselves.
I will say, so speaking of discussions among ourselves, I'll go ahead and just take the ring out and just constantly be playing with it and like staring at Rock, looking for any kind of tell, just being like, what is this? Not saying anything, just kind of holding it and playing with it.
You can
Yeah.
go ahead, Rock.
Yeah, if I anytime I notice, like if I notice you playing with it, I'll just give you a big like grin and Like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You'll like it. It's something. It'll work.
Inside check.
Go for it. Okay.
That's pretty decent. 19.
Fastest
It's
insight check in the West.
your
I'm supposed to
choice.
roll? So roll something
If
on the end of
you
it.
if you want to try to deceive him or something, then you
No,
can roll.
I'm
But if you're
genuinely
being
being
honest,
honest.
No, I
Like,
know, and
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I as a player know. I'm just
yeah.
Yeah.
So
mechanically
you know,
speaking, you can kind of just tell I'm like narrowing my eyes and trying to like read you. I'm just
Yeah.
like, what the
I
hell
hear
is
a
going
ring.
on?
hiding.
Looking at rock.
You-
Looking at the ring. Looking at
Yeah,
rock.
pretty much. But not quite so obvious. I've honed my skills of reading people to be a little more subtle about it. But I'm not trying to be super subtle.
You know that Rock would not ever taint the use of Malala.
For sure. Yeah. So, but that's just that just leads to more. It's more. So I guess it's not so much distrust or anything. It's just more just curiosity. Like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, I'll
Okay,
kind
that's
of just lean over. And
yeah.
Be like, I'll be looking at it, I'll lean over and I'll be like, you might only use it once, and then be like, yeah, this is useful, but I think you might find it useful.
We'll find out.
And I'll snap my finger and go poof, and then and just smile at you.
Just put the damn thing on.
I don't know if I want to do it out here.
What if it's a cursed item?
He said no harm, so I would say that's harm.
Okay, here you go. Just put it on. If it turns out bad, I'll punch Rock in the face.
I mean, I think you'll do that anyway later.
Make Dregnar put it on.
I'll put my hand out.
It's mine.
Oh, now you want it.
Well, I mean, I want it. I just want to know what it is, and I'll wait. But I'll wait. It's
Oh,
fine.
And by the way, the
Oh.
entire time I am not looking Davis in the face.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Who are our big armor users besides Davis?
Like Karos.
Taros?
Yeah.
Just Taros?
And
Al
Al, yeah, Al for sure.
technically
I
says
use
you
armor.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
you
shouldn't, but you could.
But Al doesn't wear like a heavy armor, right? Al wears
Al wears up to medium with
oh, okay.
very little
Yeah.
drawbacks. I
I forgot
need
I can wear heavy shit. Oh my god.
I'll just
Naked under these vestments.
I'll point
Prove it.
at Al and Karos and Dugnar and be like, I mean, one of them could use it too. I mean, anyone you guys want it, he doesn't want it. It would work for you guys too.
Mhm.
Al might fall over though.
I mean, he's got a big burly belt. On that, guys, I need 2 minutes. I need to go help Anita with like
Okay.
one thing on her computer.
When you do mention Al might fall over, he pats his belly where the belt is.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down. That could be just about anything.
I forgot about your strength though.
That makes him able to not fall over when we touch him.
How strong does that make you, Al? You want arm wrestle?
Hmm.
I mean, probably not me. I wouldn't win. I'd like arm wrestle Davis for supreme leader of the rabble rousers.
Oh my gosh.
The rabble rousers.
Well, the west side that guy was mentioning, did that mean the west side of the city proper or the west side of this entire
Continent.
coast? Oh.
Like
Well,
it's
that
gonna be
changes
probably
my opinion.
several days travel. Is what it sounds like.
Well, it's a different direction than we have been. in a
Yeah. Oh
long
no, I'm
time.
looking forward to that. That's gonna be awesome. I've never been over there.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't keep it a secret. I'm very excited to go that direction. Sounds like it's unrest and it's not pleasant, but I'm excited to see something new.
Yeah.
Are we still waiting on food and drink? Sorry, out of character.
We got our drinks. Patas gave our drinks. We are kind of still waiting on food.
Oh, food's arriving.
Yeah, I figured it'd be basically here by this point.
Yeah, so food comes. The Cog, the other goblin, that's also working, are carrying out trays. And then Patas is taking them and placing the food as you wish. Before you, essentially, you have like wood carved bowls. That all you see on top is just mashed potato that seemingly has been like slightly crisped on the top because it has a little bit of browning. Perhaps they put it like directly in the hearth to kind of make it a little crusty, and just a little sprinkling of some fine greens on it. But you do get that aroma of meat that's been stewed and very saucy. Dregnar, your bowl is basically meat, and it looks like they added liquid to it, made it into a stew, and you have like a little pile of bread.
Oh.
Right.
Definitely not a meat pie.
I mean, chefs don't give away their secrets, man. But it's a meat pie, just without the pie on top. Enjoy.
So it's not a
Happy
meat pie. It has no top. Meat pies have tops.
Okay, on a technicality, you got me. So
So it's stew. Got it.
yeah, enjoy your stew and bread.
We,
Sorry
we
if the
have a
bread's a little
cloud
stale.
conscious dwarf.
Bread.
He's on a keto diet.
Yeah. Why would you ever do that to yourself? Like, ugh.
I don't know why you got the bread. He doesn't understand how keto diets work.
Well, good for him.
Right. As I'm using my beard to clean up my face as I'm stuffing this food in there.
Yeah. So like slapping, like sogging up the sort of stale bread and the sauce to make it a little bit more palatable. All right. Enjoy. If it's
Or-
good, let me know. If it's bad, well, I don't care. Enjoy. And he kind of heads on back. Food is actually, pretty good. It's warm, it's comforting, it goes well with your various drinks. The evening progresses as you wish to, as it would. Dave is still
Davis is,
fiddling with
well, no, I wolf it
drink.
down pretty fast and then immediately just stand up and walk away to the back to the room without saying anything to the rest of the group.
Oh, okay. So Carlos kind of eyes you over, looks at his bowl. He's gonna take his time eating. He's enjoying his food. All right. If no one has anything, y'all are free to stay at the table.
Where's he going? Is he okay?
Nom, 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 nom. Who? What? What happened?
Dave,
I mean, I will
He
say,
was
you
not
will see that
finished.
I do have the ring in my hand as I walk away.
We can catch up to him. It'll be fine.
Eh. I'm too tired to get up anyway.
Carlos will say, "Don't sleep at the table. We got rooms."
I know, but I'm just very tired. I'm playing it up a little bit. I admit.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Food's good. Day didn't go to complete shit. Doesn't sound like it kind of leans in a little bit at the table. Doesn't sound like anyone knows about what happened earlier. At least not down here. So maybe Ofuma and his group are pretty good at keeping the lid on things.
Good, good. Guess we gotta play our part too, but it should be easy enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure I liked that interaction with that celestial, but bygones be bygones, like it never even happened, you know?
Yeah. How about we keep a low profile on that word there and use something else like the name or something, just in case people are listening.
You're probably right.
Oh.
How's it feel to be a parent, Edge?
To be a parent? Oh, don't even. No, no, no.
Nope, absolutely happened.
I'm gonna take a big, deep swig of my cider.
Carlos will grin and say, "That's what you expect from a new dad. Wait till
Something like
reality
that.
just hits you." Yeah.
Ah,
Well,
well,
How does your clerical order feel about you having a child out of wedlock?
that didn't even happen. Remember? God.
Yeah, it didn't happen, but you still had a Chad. A dad. You're still dead. Had a child.
You still had a Chad.
Yes, had a Chad.
I mean, Angel was pretty
He's pretty
Chad.
Chad.
Yeah.
I'm not
Or
sure that
she,
wasn't even
they.
contained in an object.
Melodies.
Now I know you're just kidding with me.
No, you're dad.
Maybe one day, but not today.
You says you feel a pat on your shoulder from behind you.
Hmm?
And turn around, kind of look. It's a big, burly, hair-covered bugbear taking his lanky arm. Of you. I heard the good news. Congratulations. First
Oh,
one.
thank you.
Ah, well, hey. Cheers and drinks for the table. Hey, Cog, we
Oh,
got a new dad. Drinks on the table. People start
look,
cheering.
look at Dregnar, and
Woo!
just mouth without making any noise. You did this.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I stand up and I get my beer up. To the new father!
Hurrah! And like there's cheering, celebration. You hear Patas kind of clacking her hooves behind the stand and everything. And then like everyone just looks up for a moment. Doesn't seem to get the attention for people above, and they continue cheering. The bugbear and his a companion of his, an orc, and then a rather burly man with like a human with like a barrel chest, all come up and kind of pick up your chair as you're sitting in it and start like kind of parading you around the bottom of the tavern. Sej, you kind of sway in your place, but manage to hold on. And there's a little celebration. Davis, can I get a perception check from you?
I mean, I'm not. Oh, just to see if I hear it. Yeah. 1 sec.
I play along and join in the merriment, I guess.
Probably not 11.
Yeah, you just hear a little commotion.
It's like,
Nothing. Yeah, nothing
specific.
audible really comes through. Yeah. You just kind of go to your room, Davis. And,
Yep.
Close the door, fiddling with the ring.
Oh yeah,
looking
no.
at it.
Immediately as soon as I get in, I'm gonna try it on and try and do that. I will say to retcon things. I guess on the walk back, I would have taken off the trinket and deattuned to it during that
Wait.
time because I know it takes what, like 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, no, so you slip on the ring, look at it, and it resizes to fit your finger. Like your finger's a little bit too big for it initially. So as you kind of like push it on, it just starts to kind of open up and expand a little bit.
Cool.
Clasp on your finger, and then you see the gem kind of set in place, and kind of there's like a little twinkle to it. You realize you're attuned to it, and you know that essentially by the properties of the ring, it allows you to store a piece of armor within it, um, and it will transpose it onto your person at will
Interesting.
or as an action.
So it's like instant dawn.
Kind of, yeah. Instant dawn and dolphin. Uh,
Is there an armor in it already? I can't remember if we had seen that.
you needed to roll for that, and it's I give it up to you, CJ. You can roll, or Davis, you can roll if.
I'm not wearing it. I won't roll.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Well, roll a. It's basically a flip of a coin. It's a 50-50. I forgot to make the item, but I know the item by heart, so it's a 50-50 if there's a piece of armor in it when you find it. So go ahead and roll
Alright,
however
so
you see.
low, no armor, high armor.
Okay. I'm
No
waiting
armor.
for no armor.
Actually,
As you kind of focus and you
didn't
kind
see
of
the
look at
dice
it,
to
you're
roll,
like,
though. I guess it's maybe because it's a D2. They don't have like a coin or anything. I didn't see it in roll 20 if it happened.
yeah. There's no coin. There's no D2.
Oh.
So as you kind of focus and you kind of look at it, you understand it. Like, kind of stick your hand out, trying to like
Yeah.
summon the armor.
Oh.
But then, like as you look at it, you just all your armor gets stripped away from you and gets,
Whoa.
and you're just in your arming jacket.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, pretty good. I guess I can ask others. I don't know why you're so secretive about it. That's weird. But
Would have been hilarious is if there was armor in there and the armor was cursed.
So no joke. if there was armor in there, because it's already happened and I'm not going to retcon it, I would have made him roll to see what armor it was. There was a chance that it would have been animated armor that would have factored.
Sick.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
50-50 didn't roll that way. So.
yeah. So, but yeah, it's essentially a band of armor storing, or I don't have like a proper name for it really, but essentially it allows you to don and doff your armors as an action, as long as the armor is uh, essentially affixed to the band.
Got it. So
Um,
does the ring change in appearance once it gets something stored in it?
I mean, it could. I haven't thought about that.
Yeah, I
Like
think that'd be
maybe,
kind of cool. Like if the band or like the adornments around the jewel, like the jewel can stay the same, but then like just something slightly like, because I don't have the hex plate anymore. I just have regular what was it? Brigandine armor now.
yeah,
So yeah, maybe just you see kind of like little plates kind of appear along the band to kind of represent sort of
indicate.
what was in the armor, what the armor was. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see that. So you see that there's a slight change in the band. It is affixed. It does not require. Wait, let me look at it. Does it actually require attunement? If it's a non-magical piece of equipment, it requires attunement. If it's a magical piece of armor, it shares the attunement with that piece of armor.
Interesting. Yeah, my armor is definitely not magical. I just got it from Tower. It's boring,
Yeah.
mundane stuff. So.
Yep. So it basically imparts the magical properties of making it, quick dawn and quick off armor. So, but yeah, so you are armorless at this time
Yeah, I'm in my PJs.
in your PJs. The room is yours. You hear some of the rumors kind of muffled through the walls, but that's it. And then as we kind of pan back to your friends,
Just so
said,
you know, I will start writing a letter.
okay, got it. Uh, taking one of the torch lights in here, making it, a makeshift kind of, well, there is a desk, but kind of making it comfortable for you to sit down
Yeah.
and enjoy.
Actually, yeah, I think I have some parchment and stuff. Yeah, I should be good.
Yeah. So back to the merriments outside. Um, the second round is given to y'all. In this case, there was no option as he's ordered y'all another round. So the people that had the drinks already, they get the same drink that they had. The individuals that were not drinking are just given a dark ale put in front of them. And there is celebrations.
I'm going to make my way back to the table. Dragnar.
Right, as you kind of part yourselves from the celebration, Sedge.
That was
Well,
fun.
Dragnar, big old grin on his face. Karo's just enjoying his meal, nice and slow.
That wasn't necessary, but now I'm definitely going to need some rest. We are staying here tonight, I hope.
So,
You're breaking out. We heard a little bit.
oh, my sorry.
You went very tough.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, my headset's been acting like the battery has been, even though it's charging, it's been acting weird. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry. So, wasn't necessary. What else did you say, Sedge?
So, we're to decide what we're about to do, right? That we need to we need to figure out where to go. I guess we're going west, right? But where to decide that? That's right.
Right. We're still waiting on some other info from the client first, though.
Right.
Were we supposed to meet back with them tomorrow?
I hope so. I'm not really going
Yes, you
anywhere
were.
tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, voice in my head.
Yeah. The narrator says they were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a few questions, a little bit of studying to do tonight. Yeah, there's a lot of new information after today. Can't talk about it here, and it'll bottoms up.
I'll drink another swig of
Carl's,
cider with that.
Carl's
I will
type of.
I will
Go ahead.
stop halfway through and cheers with Sedge if he's gonna.
Well, not to leave the new dad from his kid, but heading over to West Green, more than a week's travel, so it's quite a ways from the border.
A week's travel. Goodness.
More, really.
More. Oh, quite far.
Yeah.
But that's good. I think for me.
Well, to get you more west, isn't that where you wanted to go, big guy?
I was already heading west, but then, you know, yeah, I think
Mhm.
so.
Very well. I mean, so this car speaking, I'm for it. I know we got a little bit of business to do here, but I don't think that business is going anywhere from the sound of things.
Dregnar, you wanted to, is Dregnar awake still?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't fall into your soup?
No.
No, but his soup fell in on him. Look at his beard.
Yeah, it's all over my beard.
Saving it for later.
I was gonna roll his finger. Do you want a little cleanup?
I don't touch you with spells. I don't trust you.
Ooh,
I was
touchy
gonna
Also,
keep.
touchy.
I was
No,
gonna
no more
leer and keep twirling
polymorphs
his
for you
finger.
then.
and he did say he's saving it for later.
Ah, okay, that's fair.
Let's not judge.
How far south is where you're from, Dregnar?
All the way down south as far as you can go to the very tip of Usagi.
What is
Before he hits the ice caps.
Correct. I've never been to the ice caps.
So
That's
to
more
kind of
of a Grant question, if I believe correctly, if I remember correctly.
that would be
Mhm.
correct. So here we go, switching over.
He is in the chat.
Yeah. So Usagi is all the way down here. So your friend, Mr. Dregnall, came from somewhere down here. Y'all are heading all the way over here, more or less. Yeah.
Oh, it's actually okay.
Well, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
Somewhere around. Just kind of.
Was
Now,
there
I haven't.
something?
Sorry, go ahead.
Was there something to attend to back in Usagi?
No, not really. We can go if you want. But
I'd love to.
where I'm from is not all the way down the southern part of the Usagi. As far as where I live, the monastery is a little north and west of that. But we used to go down there and collect the sand, the salt sand.
I see. Yeah, I would like to visit someday, but I guess not right now. It's so weird having so many good options. But I
Yeah.
guess we go west.
Just to give you an idea. Wait, that seems wrong. Wait. 950 miles. What am I doing wrong? Give me 1 second. You travel about 950 miles. You travel about 8 miles a day. Yeah. Takes like 100 days by travel. Oh, that seems so wrong. Wait,
Not from where we
because
are.
no. I was gonna say Whitlaw to Usaki, but I wrote down the wrong mileage because all of Rune is roughly 2,700 miles by 207,000 miles. Essentially, the continental United States wide by the continental United States wide in its height. So it's kind of like a box. It takes about 112 to 113 days to travel north to south or east to west. So Usagi is something like 500 miles away from where you guys are. 550 miles.
So like a month and a half, 2 months of traveling.
Yeah, like just sort of like standard travel.
Well, to kind of give you an idea, when I left Usagi, it was a few years before I got to this area, so it's a long ways to travel. If
Yeah,
you're going to go
Wow.
straight, yeah.
that
And
makes
I
it
there's
had
not
no
tough.
there's
idea it was this continent was that big.
and there's not really a direct route. The most common route would be us going to the coast, uh, and then down south.
Let's see.
Thank you, Adam.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say.
But that's a
Rune,
very interesting town, Rock. I think you would enjoy it. It's actually ran by turtles.
No way.
I'd like to see my people again.
Yeah, they're kind of dicks.
Well, yeah, no, I mean,
Out of game, the
I
reason why I know that is I created that town for Adam. That's the only reason why I know that.
yeah.
I was never that popular. Maybe me. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I believe they're called the scarred backs, something like that. Just the way their shells mutate, or not mutated, but the way it's deformed or whatever. It looks like they have scars on it. They're a very, very
Sounds
vicious, ruthless trading empire.
sounds rough and tumble.
Do I?
You can
Do I know of them, Adam?
you can give me a history check if you want.
Yeah, I shall. Sorry.
No stress.
Well, I only rolled a 4, but that's probably still like 30.
With your plus
Well,
26.
Yeah.
it'd be like that.
How much was it? 18?
18. Yeah.
18? Um,
Jeez.
so you've picked up the term scarbacks before, and it was actually something much more recent than anything. It happened uh, off stream while you guys were um, adventuring after heading to the maze, and your shell, has now that mathematical depictions of different equations and magic circles on it for each hexascale that you have on your shell. Someone mistaken you for a, a scarback and tried to run away from you, but that's about all that you got. And you were trying to explain to them, no, I don't know what that is. It's me. Scarbacks scare people that if they know what a scarback is. That's all you know.
Okay. Just accept what Jugna says then. I mean, my people were never that kind to me either, so.
But yes, they are basically like the alligator snapping equivalent of your kin.
Chomp, 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 chomp.
Sounds vicious. But I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd want to go.
Well, there's always caravans. I got a lot of connections trying to go that way. That's how I got my way up here. So when it goes to that southeast from where we're at now, it's a lot of sparse towns and villages, a couple of larger places. But yeah, if you ever want to go, and we're not actually actively trying to go kill something, we can go.
One day soon. maybe that'll be true.
Now, this is Sage. This is kind of a sensitive question.
Hmm?
Are you one of the races that are long-lived, or do you have shorter years?
Somewhat long-lived. We sometimes live to, I think, 300, somewhere around there.
Looks on his drink a little bit. I don't remember how long Leonids lived for.
One time, my grandfather lived until great grandfather lived to 414. Long time.
What?
Carlos looks at you and said, that makes mortality something very different for some of us at the table, huh? I'll be lucky if I'm still got my mane and I'm in my 60s. Ugh.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't live much longer than the common person.
I never really thought about it too much, but yeah, you're right. I'm generally not really in a hurry for anything.
Yeah, Sage, I'm about the same as you. Dwarves live to be around 350, 400. And I've been told that I'm relatively young for a dwarf, but I grew up around other races, so I kind of matured differently.
Oh, yeah, I kind of describe it the same way myself. I'm not old. I'm pretty young when it comes to my people. But
So what you're saying is you're gonna have a lot of kids. Got it.
maybe one day. Maybe I'll be home at that point too. You never well,
Just make
I
sure
hope
when you
so.
have your new kids, you don't forget about your first kid.
I think that first kid already forgot about me. And I look up.
It's kind of deep. That is kind of deep. Kara's kind of digging his claw into the table, scratching at the wood table. Listen, are we gonna go west?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's where I feel the thread's pulling us. At least now.
Don't you magic people have some way to determine what's the best course of action?
You can follow my magical compass.
I mean,
Where does it point now?
I look at it. Pointing that away. I just point in a random direction.
that's the
On the
most
wall.
accurate thing you could have ever done. That's correct.
Whatever's
That's
that away is where we should go. Maybe. I don't
I'm
know.
not even sure if that is west.
Is he
Where
pointing at the
is
bar?
that?
Please tell me he's pointing at the bar.
Wherever you want to point.
Here, then I'm gonna
I
roll
stand
a
up.
dice.
Yes, you're right. And I grab rocks, glass, and I head up to the bar.
Oh god, this is happening.
Northeast, southwest. I point. So northeast, southwest. I rolled a 4. So yeah, I actually pointed west.
Nice.
Oh my god.
And as you kind of head up to the bar, Dragnar Cog jumps on like the equine quarters of Patas, looking over you. More rounds.
Well, at least for us, those friends of mine are still sipping on that cider.
Ah, okay. Um, where did you get these amazing steins?
Well, this is a long story, so I go into the story of how what was I was the random dwarf and what was Rock's name? I forgot.
Iron.
Iron Shell.
Iron Shell.
The Iron Shell and our amazing drinking contest, and just go through it. And I'll sit there and like drink my beer and probably drink Rock's beer while I'm sitting there talking and telling the story.
I would have never pictured him, really. He's an alcoholic. Damn. He seems so, I don't know. Yeah, he just strikes me as a weird one. Hey, awesome. Not here to judge. That is a cool story, and I believe it because you have the merch too. Oh, it's proof.
Oh yeah, part of the thing was we got these steins. What were they called? Ogre busters or something like that. And yeah, it was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. If you ever are out that way, out in Green Hill. Actually, out of game, is the brass hook still there?
Bronze. I messed up.
Yeah, bronze hook. Yeah.
Bronze hook. You guys. Well, let's see. You guys would have been around there. No, because it's too close to the center of town.
I
Yeah,
say,
it was real
well,
close.
unfortunately, unless they rebuild it, it kind of had a little accident when the town got broken.
Ah,
But
gotcha.
yeah, it's a collector's item. Yeah, definitely. So far, it's the only two known in existence, and we're the only two that's ever been able to finish multiple of them in one sitting.
Oh shit.
Real
I
quick,
mean,
there.
I can. Go ahead.
Out of habit with them telling the story, Al is still at his feet, back to back against Dragnar 20 feet away. But anytime he hears a key phrase like iron shell or brass hook, he'll throw up some sparks, just casually, like, yeah.
Got it. Some of the people from like across the table, will, hey, because you know it's something. It's a celebration. It reminds them of the celebration. They probably think you're still celebrating Sej as a new father.
Father.
Um, I mean, that's impressive because like I think I could like bathe in one of those if I really wanted to squeeze in. It's a lot of booze.
Oh, please don't. Well, maybe this one I'll push rocks over.
That'd be a funny prank.
As a matter of fact, why don't you go and see if your foot fits?
I mean, it's pretty ripe. I like what you're thinking. And he starts to take his boot off.
I do my best to block the vision from the table to the glass.
Pontus just rolls her eyes, looks away. Incorrigible. You guys are incorrigible. And yeah, he kind of gets his foot lined up and he's like, oh yeah, that'll fit.
Put it in there.
Slides it on in there. Ooh, tingly. Oh.
Oh, thanks. I'll talk later. Our secret.
he almost falls as he kind of pulled the cup out from under him. Whoa.
What was his name again?
Cog. C-O-G.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and go. Hey, Rock, here's his. Cog said this is a special one just for you. Cog special.
Okay, I'll take it.
As you kind of take a swig. Cog's nowhere to be seen right now.
Does it taste good?
Roll me a survival check.
Oh, good.
Oh, con save.
Well,
A
let's
little
see.
spicy.
Let's see if you pick up on something.
I rolled really well. 19 plus 6, so 25.
Okay. It's good, but it's different than the one you had. It has like a funk to it. It's like cider and cheese or something. It's like,
This is special indeed, but whatever. Drink. Okay, so.
all right. Definitely had something odd about it, but like it's not bad. Dragnar, you just enjoy the night progresses. Davis, your letter.
I'm gonna slightly whisper, put a fucking hat on my head, will you?
Which, yeah, that reminds me, all of y'all have hats on your head still. Yeah.
Now, how old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I am 37 summers old, as far as I know. I'm not 100% accurate because the first few years of my life I wasn't able to count.
And the last few.
It's funny, but I don't look at you.
I'm not there. That was me.
So
That
you
was
really-
Danny saying that, not David.
There's that ghost again.
Oh, boo.
I attacked Danny's ghost.
You just
Could you believe it's 55 summers old, if that's how you would say it?
I know
Car-
years is the real term, but I prefer doing it that way. That's the way I learned.
That makes sense.
I think Paros would say, I think that makes Sej the oldest then.
Oh no.
So he's the
Well, Grant's
grandpa.
not here, so yeah, that's true.
I certainly don't feel like it.
You know, we discussed.
I look at Al. Just, are we sure? Al, have you figured out how old you are yet? Or are you still doing that age back and forth thing?
He's aging backwards back to his normal self.
He's got to be there by now, right?
Aging backwards?
think
Wait,
pretty close.
Yeah,
I'm somewhere in the window.
aging backwards? What do you mean?
Yeah,
Paros
if you
has
ever
no
get a chance to
idea.
go to the maze, I would not recommend it. Everybody got cool shit. I like more than doubled in age.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I
But
think
guys.
Rock mentioned the maze one time, but I never really asked. It seems like it was like traumatic, so I didn't really want to bring it up.
What's your passive religion check, Sej? Like,
Mine?
yeah, 10 plus your score. Let's see. Religion.
19 is what it looks like.
19. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, yep.
19. Okay,
I had to check because I thought it was 8 for the longest time, but it just went out.
because your proficiency.
Yeah, our proficiency bonus went up.
Mhm.
All right, so with the 19, like, just in case it's not clear, like, you've heard of the maze. The unformed maze is its proper name. You know, the group, they've discussed it amongst themselves, but even before you met the group, you've heard of it. It's essentially a maze where souls of the departed go, and based on their deeds in life, it's, as far as you understand it, the better a life they lived, and by better, it doesn't necessarily mean the more good they did in life, but however the measurement of a better life is, if it's a fulfilling life, if it's an adventurous life, a life in that person's eyes that was better, the maze is usually easier to navigate, giving them a chance to come back into the world. It's basically a proving ground for souls, as far as you understand it.
How how the hell would you have gotten there? Did you die?
no, that was the worst part. We weren't supposed to be there. Nobody
Whoa.
was.
Hmm. Strange. I wouldn't even know how to begin thinking about how to go back to the maze. But it doesn't sound like you want to go back anytime soon, yeah?
No, no, I've drew a short straw last time. I don't want to risk it again. But as for a story, I'm a little tired tonight, and I feel like I need another drink after all this age talk. But I'll sing you the song, the ballad sometime. Maybe on the
Oh,
road.
please.
We'll have plenty of time then.
That's true. Hmm. Never really had too many people from where I come from that are attuned to magic and teleportation, but it sure would come in handy, you think, sometimes.
I'm part way. To come to think of
Oh,
it,
yeah?
I was only practicing with Davis, but all the way between Carver and Whitlaw, I got a little bit of practice in. Think it'll be a lot easier with a
Oh,
circle. It helped a lot that whatever that glaive does, it made it a bit easier to study.
oh, yeah, I remember. We
But
could
hey,
still take that to the center of that volcano thing at any point, right?
I think you
I
can.
don't really
Yeah,
understand how that works.
something about familiarity. I don't know. Most of my teleports have been like up to like a quarter or a half mile, but half mile, 200 miles, what's the difference, you know? Just a little bit of
Yes.
practice, a little bit of concentration. Um, while Al rambling, he's gonna try and wave Cog for. He's gonna ask for some mail.
Ah, one. Ah,
One.
all right. You had
He'll.
the sweet. Got it.
No, 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 no. I'll
Huh?
have what he's having, but in a reasonable size.
Oh,
And point
yeah, I
to
was gonna say I don't have
point to
anything that big.
Dragnars, not rocks.
Gotcha.
Definitely not rocks. That thing looked. You can almost see the stench coming off the cup.
It's a special blend. All right. Anyways,
Smells
any
fancy, but I can't do fancy right now. Got some je ne
and
sais quoi to it.
he runs off, kind of heading, back. Within a few moments, he comes back to his table. He's like, "All right, here you go.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, yep, yep. You guys are good. You guys, all right. Yep, you're still eating, still that. I mean, he's got like half of his meal in his beard. I respect that. That
I
man
have a
knows how to
little
keep
bit on
stuff
my
going.
trunk.
Right? Yeah, I like it. Cool. All right.
During the meal, Al had a napkin and he was he was cleaning his face between every bite.
The dichotomy between. All right. Nice. Um, it was menagerie. Right. Gotta go. Gotta make sure I keep a log of everything. And he kind of runs back. All right. Anything else at the table, boys?
Nope.
Dave, Davis, you would have time to, at least as you see fit, finish the letter if it's not a very long one.
Yep.
All right. So letter out is kind of drying, putting the ink, so it doesn't run on the page, smear when you fold it up, and you have another letter. So you can add that to your inventory or to your notes, whatever needed.
I don't know. I've sent all the others as best I could, but yeah.
Yeah, understood. But
Yeah.
that being said, evening continues to progress. Karos will, continue to kind of scratch at the table a little bit. All right. Well, I'm gonna turn in since we're either leaving tomorrow or soon, and it's a long trip. So I recommend all of us get some good rest. Going back west. All right.
Yeah. Back west. Wait, back west? So you've been west? Lucky.
I think that's where he's from.
I'm
Hmm.
west, north, across from the bay, or over across the bay.
I thought it was.
But coming down here, had to cross the waters and head on down. So checkpoint over in West Green to get into Cled. Spent some time there.
Wow, we're off from so much different places.
Mhm.
I keep delaying you. Let's get to bed.
Thank you. Food was good, drinks were good, company's good. Congratulations, kid.
Oh God.
Not super loud. Al raised his glass again. To fathers.
Fatherhood.
Mm. Actually, I had one thing's been bothering as you guys are walking. Sej, Karos will kind of put his arm around you and say, "Question for you.
Hmm?
When I was talking to you and you were in that mind space, did you see me?"
Yeah, I saw you too, but it was very brief. It was
So what?
hard for. It did, but if I remember correctly, it was just like your face and your mane, and then like not much else. But it was
Yeah.
glorious. It was like fiery, you know.
No, I don't. That's why I was curious. I'm glad it
I'm
worked.
I'm gonna have to paint this one too to get it out of my brain.
Yeah, cool. Looking forward to seeing the paintings.
Yeah, surely.
I don't think I've ever
We'll have
seen
some time.
outside of the walls over in Carver. That's the last time I saw you paint, right?
Yeah, it's been a while, but we've been also traveling quite a bit, and lots of stuff happened. I did
Fair.
paint that mural back at that
That was a nice mural.
town.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carver. Yeah.
It says, oh, gives you a good old slap on the back. Turn it in.
Hopefully we get a nice comfy caravan or something. Something comfy. To go west.
All right. Cool. With that, you guys depart from the dining hall, head back along the corridors, and find was it 3 rooms that you guys have?
Yeah, we usually split it
Three.
2.
Yeah. So you guys get to your 3 rooms. Whoever Al, when you walk into the room with Davis, Davis is, I guess,
And
asleep at this
yep.
point. Or yeah, already armor off, just passed out in one of the beds.
No, I'll be quiet. When I lay in bed, I'll try and think about like how some stuff relates, but then I'll pass out after like 3 minutes.
Sounds good. Everyone else gets to their rooms, short of you guys saying otherwise. Sleep takes you, rest is upon you, and you guys are able to click the long rest button
Oh yay!
as you see fit. And as you guys sleep and get your rest, we can go ahead and start rolling items, recharges, and everything. So, let's see. I always like to do it alphabetical order, but you guys can always do it in advance. Al, you're sticking with the lash, the crust, and the Mangler's mask.
Yes,
Okay, so I don't think you have any recharges, if I'm not mistaken.
correct.
All right. Davis.
Just the totem. I'll have the. I'm now no longer attuned to the trinket, but I've got the ring and the totem.
Okay, yeah, and I'll try to remember to make the ring and the
Yeah, so
trinket.
now I'll just leave that spot empty.
Yeah, yeah.
Do I need to
Okay.
roll anything for Eagle Splendor? Oh.
Yeah, you do, I think.
Oh, no, I don't. It's just advantage on charisma, and then I can add my proficiency bonus to the result of hit dice you spent to gain hit points.
Gotcha. Okay. Dregnar, think you have Vanta is just Vanta blocking. Dreamerstone is just Dreamerstoning. Sash you can put to whatever configuration you want. I'm assuming it is the belt for the increased DCs. Well,
In just before we take just before I fall asleep,
sure.
could I take a moment to divine intervention and try to see if I could contact Surya about, well, I guess I roll a percentile dice first, right?
Yeah. If you want to intervention it, yeah, you can. Go for it.
13 or
So
lower?
it 13 or lower. Yep.
On on roll 20, is it D100?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet. But yeah. Oh wow. Oh, I thought that was my roll.
Ah.
I mean, you got
Saw
the
your
3.
four. I saw
Yeah.
your 4 and I was like, that was me. That was funny.
Oh, yeah, you saw my
Alright.
4. You're like, wow, that's way below 13.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
Now, as you sit there in contemplation, trying to reach out to Surya, you eventually, rather than reaching her, you just kind of doze off into sleep.
Wait.
All right. Karos, I guess I can roll the d20, or someone who wants to roll the d20 for him.
I can do it.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Do it.
Let me know what his Nirvana number is.
14.
14. All right. Davis, 14 is his number.
Got it.
All right, let me reset his martial arts tracker. And then his claw is his claw, his glasses, his dormants are his dormants. Okay, cool. So that's that. All right, and then Ruck. We need all your rolls, buddy. You got all the recharges.
5 and 19 for the portents,
Not bad.
which I'll
Okay.
keep. And I rolled another one, so I'll keep the 5 and 19. And 1 for the engine.
What's the deal with your arcane eye? It's like, can you not use it for a couple days now or something?
So
Because you went
it's
full crazy mode with it.
yeah, it's closed for a maximum of 7 days. Go ahead and roll me a. Wow, my brain is a wisdom check. Oh, sorry, not a wisdom. It's an intelligence check. 'Cause it's your
Spellcasting.
so wit.
Yeah.
So, my lord, it is a wizard feature, so it is an intelligence check to see if you
Okay.
can bump off into a day.
Not natural 20.
No, okay, so you do bump it off. So now you are so instead of it being 6 days, you bumped off an extra day, so it's 5 days close till it's ready.
Okay, I'll make note of that.
All right. I think that's it, right? Sej, you don't have any recharges, right? You got your
No, I don't. Not
shield,
anymore.
your various beads, and your devout. Okay, cool.
You're not
Uh-huh.
using the wand, right?
No,
Okay.
I'm not using the wand anymore. I'm not attuned to it.
Okay. Well, with that, rest had the morning comes. However, in the dark interior with just with the candle lights that burn out in the evening. So when you do start to rise, it is dark. Though some streamers of light do kind of come through the wooden cracks of the door from the torches in the underground halls. Ugh, y'all kind of gathering your things, waking each other up in your rooms.
As I wake up, or once Al and I are both up, I'll point out. I'll be like, "Hey, I think this will work. Check this out." And then I try and put my armor on.
Yeah. So you see almost like a blue glow from his finger, and then you see kind of like a blue outline of where his armor would be for a moment, Al, and then it kind of snaps into existence.
What do you do? Whoa, whoa, whoa!
That's what this does, apparently. It's kind of cool.
Holy shit! And I was just kind of jaw on the floor, like, what?
I mean,
Just,
I
just
like
say,
it. If you're interested, you're.
no,
I know it takes
I'm,
you a while. I mean, it takes me a while to get all this crap on too, but
no, yeah, I saved you like what 5?
yeah, a
It
couple
takes
minutes at least.
forever to get that. Oh my goodness. Does it work the other way too? You- Yo!
Yeah.
Couple seconds, way better than a couple minutes.
I was doing soft claps like, hell yes. That's some good stuff. Okay, this one, I see why he's keeping this one a secret. He gets a pass on this one. I was a little scared at first, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Sweet.
y'all some kind of word or something? I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, he and I.
But
It's well, I mean, he's sometimes we don't know what the heck he's doing, and we're kind of like, should he really be doing this? But he's been right a lot, and even though I don't understand how he knows what is the right thing to do, sometimes he just knows, and so sometimes whenever if there's ever a time where I'm questioning him and he's just like, just trust me, man. Like we just kind of came up with a little code word. It's like that's where I was like, all right, now I get it. I won't question anymore. You got it. Trust
uh,
is given.
that's a good idea. I feel like half the time he wants to keep it a secret to be on the prank side of things, but that's good. Just a full trust. That's cool.
Yeah, and I think he knows if he breaks that trust, then it's bad. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
this is just I haven't had to use it with him just yet, but it should work both ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's made good on it so far. This is nice.
Mm. It was a gift kind of surprise. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah.
Get your clothes on and let's go. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, hurry up. I know. Yeah,
Oh.
get your boots on. Come on.
Like
I was
power armor.
I was gonna hop on one leg while getting the other boot over, and he falls over. I'll get there.
All right.
Fade to black.
As, yeah, fade to black as all of you kind of gather uh, outside of your rooms, heading down at the table where you see Saj has been up for a while as he always rises early.
Hey,
What's up?
Well,
ready to go? I guess.
I guess we're gonna go chat with and then I'll look around to see if anybody's listening.
Where were you last night? I had a son.
I'll
I
I'll raise
think.
the finger. The client. The client.
You wait, are you talking about like Surya's
Who
son?
are gonna?
Long story.
He's a dad.
Not
Okay.
No,
really.
the
Not really. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't think that can happen in one night. Can it?
No. Well, not naturally. I guess anything is possible. I don't know.
Insight check.
Not that it matters.
I know you're just being obtuse, but you're definitely seeing me trying to read you. It's an 8, so I probably don't read shit. I'm just like, what is... Is he joking? What?
yeah,
It's not so much joking as just being obtuse.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's still early in the morning. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you on the way. We have time, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Carlos would say we got a lot of time if we're heading west.
Yeah, and I promised 2 paintings last night over cider. You know I get crazy.
Okay. I'll look around and see if Patas is around, if I could.
Uh, she is not up in the morning.
Okay. Then whoever's in charge, I will ask for them. I'll just kind of look around and be like, hey, who kind of runs the joint while Patas is out?
Ah, well, I'm covering for Patas. What can I do for you?
I need to send a letter. Where would I? It's pretty far. It's going basically to the east coast of Ruin, Dollywall region. You know that area?
Groundlands, yeah, Doyle,
Yeah,
easy.
Crownlands. Yep.
Yeah. Specific township or
Actually, yeah, and I forget. There's some over there. I don't. Let me see. Let me see if I can look at my notes. I do. There is a specific one. I just don't remember what it is. I don't remember
all
if
right.
we ever came up with the name of it. I don't think it was Mercer. Was it? Mercer is over there, though, right?
Yes. So Mercer is the capital of the Crownlands,
Got it. But
the coastal city. There's Shipshape.
oh,
There.
I think that was it. That was it. It was Shipshape.
So she's over in Shipshape.
Yeah.
Ah, that's. I mean, you realize it'll take some time.
Oh,
but-
understood. It's not urgent. It's
Okay.
not urgent. It's just sending someone some updates.
All right. Well, I'll make sure that when the bar above gets their courier swing by, I'll
Does this
ask
just go
for
on the tab too? Because I know it's how much is that going to run off this? It's quite a bit, I imagine. It's
quite a bit. Don't worry, tab.
fair
Unless
enough.
if you want to just make it personally paid. But
You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. I don't want to make the group pay for it, so
uh, courier going half the nation.
yeah, basically, maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
It's gonna take. I know it's gonna take like a month or two at least to get there. I get it.
yeah, by rider month two. Magical means a little bit faster. But I don't think
No, slow boat's
standard
fine.
slow boat's good. Yeah. Let's call it a gold and a couple silver and you're good.
All right, I'll give him 1 in 5.
Appreciate it. So yeah, I didn't give him a description, but it's one of the feathered folk down here. Kenku kind of reminds you of Marb a little bit. Kind of bites the coin, checking that it's good. All right. Make
Thanks, sir.
sure that's on its way.
Appreciate it.
You boys need breakfast.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Just take
Alright.
6 of just whatever, like whatever the breakfast plate is. You got,
Nothing special. Porridges and sausage. You're
Yeah,
good.
that sounds perfect.
Cool.
Adam,
Alright,
is
I'll be
there an
out.
open table?
Yeah, so it should have pulled it up. I forgot to switch over. I have a concept of this place. Where is it? It's up. I didn't get y'all over here. So it is my bad. So it's a pretty like open establishment. There's a bunch of tables.
Well, what I want to do is go to even if it's at the end of a table that's open, I want to pull out all my drawings of the maps and stuff that I've done and make sure that everything is up to date with the most current adventures and traveling.
Okay. There's some gaps in there, but you start kind of filling it in, making it feel a little bit better and making it up to your, standard and your satisfactions.
And every once in a while, I'll ask like Davis or Rock or Sej or Al or whoever, say, "Hey, is this right? Am I remembering this correctly? Was this here?" Blah blah blah, just to try to get it as much as possible. So basically, it's like a map of our adventures, minus when Dreg wasn't with them in the swamp.
Mhm. Over the porridge and some sausages, you're able to hash out the map, get it pretty up to date. Um, and then the discussion pans over to what are you guys doing in the morning, led by Karos. And if we're the question is, are we going directly back to the Afuma? Do we have any pit stops we need to make?
Well, with this kind of map talk, I mean, I'm assuming they'll. I think he said they'll give us uh, some means of transportation there, but should we try and seek out some sort of map of the western part of Kled? It's like, I don't know that any of us are super familiar with it. I know, Carlos, it sounds like you've been there from what we've discussed in the past, but has anybody else even been? I don't think I've ever been, more than a little bit west of here at most.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Davis. That's one of the reasons why I was updating this, wondering if we could possibly use it as trading fodder or something like that.
Outside of this, the only person that has some familiarity, and it's up to them to how much they remember, would be no spoilers, but it'd be Rock. Would be possibly the only other person that traveled through the west side at one point that I can think of. So
Yeah, but I was
Wanderlust.
lost
Yeah,
and then distracted, and yeah,
yeah,
so
that's fair. Uh,
Understood.
so Carlos was just, it's luckily the Mason pretty much a straight shot. There's going to be some villages and towns along the way.
Oh,
We can
nice.
probably find some rest, but we're talking, 50 to 100 people max at these places.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's just farmlands.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's not too different. My hometown's a little bigger than that, but huh. Okay.
We might run into some hunters and some skinners and some other that, but trappers and all that. But
Yeah, furriers, all those guys. Okay.
it's pretty. Honestly, it's as long as the weather holds up, it's pretty boring in a good way.
Let's hope
Pick
the
up
whole
on a lot
thing's
of
boring in a good way. But we've had quite a bit of excitement recently, so
I wouldn't be particularly surprised if we run into something on the road just because of our luck.
yeah, and stuff that's like that sparsely populated, you get into shady areas because they don't think there's anybody to enforce things, and yeah.
No.
So yeah, are we gonna try and swing by, find like a cartographer or something like that? May have something we could, if they've got anything. I don't even know. I don't know how well known that is. Sounds like if there's not a whole lot of places, maybe it's not worth anything. Just take the Mason and that's it.
It wouldn't hurt.
Area. I mean, it won't hurt, but if we want a map of that area, probably best get it from the locals over there.
Yeah, or
We
our, what did you call them? Our client maybe just has something. I mean, they have a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
information over there anyway, so.
point. They might have some of the dig sites marked or points of interest marked.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Shh. All right. So yeah, I think we just go chat once we're done here.
That means we gotta go back to the museum.
Oh, Rock, by the way. And then I'll just kind of flash the ring on my finger like, thanks. It's very useful. That's it.
What's it do? Carlos kind of squints his eyes. Guess I'll find out later. Whatever.
I'll show you later.
I was trying to hold back a grin.
So, meal is had. The slight sweetness from the honey and the porridge contrasts nicely with the actually pretty flavor-packed sausages. But you guys head out into the alley.
Before, like, as we're heading out, I'll be like, wait a minute, guys. Hold on a second. I feel something that's weird. Like, do you guys feel that? I'll be like, what's happening? And then I'll turn the ring on to take my armor off. And it's like, as it's happening, just be like, what? No, what's going on? Then as I'm standing there in my skivvies, so to speak, I'll just be like, what happened?
When you do that, I'll be like, "What? No! Ah, that's bad!" And I'm gonna just tuck into my shell and hide.
What did you?
All right. Well,
Wait,
roll an insight
did Rock
check
do something?
roll
Rock,
an
did you do
insight check
something?
for Caro.
Adam,
It wasn't me.
Adam,
I yell at him.
while he's tucking his shell, I spin the shell.
Strength check.
He's
'cause
pretty big.
Yeah, he weighs quite a lot. He weighs.
Strength
what
or
is it?
athletics?
It could be athletics. Yeah, yeah.
But you're not raging, so.
How much do you weigh again, CJ? Or
Right.
Rock?
350, 400 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, hold on.
Ooh.
Hold on, I get a plus D6. 17.
Oh, you got lucky on that D6.
10 pounds.
Couple
It's-
spins, maybe.
Yeah, it's a lot harder than you're expecting. Like, and like you were about to like, you go, oh, this is like in your mind you saw it play out, and you just kind of spin him, and he just kind of spins like a bottle cap. But no, and you kind of,
You
and it
got too
takes you
much
like
shit on Rock.
and you get him, and it kind of spins like 3 times. Whoosh, whoosh, and you're like, oh, not worth it.
Just to
Whee!
very quickly,
Do
I will.
better.
Very quickly, I'll be like, wait, no. I think it's coming back, and then I'll just fix it.
Roll an insight check for Karos.
Oh, like roll his insight check.
Yeah, is that Al? What's that roll for?
A deception. I'm like, oh my guts!
Oh, to help
Chaos
sell
abound.
the ruse.
Got it.
Yeah.
No, well, Carlos got a natural 20 for a total of 29 on insight.
29.
Oh,
So like he sees my grin probably a little bit.
Yeah, like he starts kind of freaking out, and he starts reaching for you, and like as Al's kind of selling it, and then as
what
he
is happening?
yeah, he sees your expression, he's like, and he kind of steps back, and is just like, you get the sense he's like, I'm just gonna let this happen. So, but with that,
And that'll I'll explain. I'm like, guys, Rock gave me a ring that allows me to do that. That's pretty cool, right? Like,
My friend is cursed on this. Oh, we gave it. Okay.
yeah, no, I told everybody.
I didn't have to see your skivvies, but I did.
I mean, I sleep in them every night. It's not like I'm not naked or anything.
What are you
It's-
talking about? We've seen him buck naked.
That's true. Well, I don't know. Is everybody? Yeah, that's true. You all have. On the way to
I think
Carver.
everyone has.
Whenever you had the orange hair
Yep,
issue.
on the way to Carver. Yep.
His hair is still
Calm
as
down, Al. I know
fox
you're
orange
about
as
that again.
possible.
I'm squinting at you.
All right. So with that,
People in my city are naked. It's okay.
wait, you're from a nudist colony?
No, not at all. It's just sometimes
I just wanted to see
People-
you blush. That's all. You're fine, man. It's hot. I get it. You're from the desert.
yeah, exactly. Yes.
All right. Cool. Uh, so, heading out as a group, met with the day. The sun is bright today, the clouds are sparse. The sky is blue. You hear the birds amongst the chattering of this life within this extremely busy city. A point of appreciation is you do see that there's a lot of the greenage, the greens and the trees that are still growing within the city proper, as there still is some emphasis on the verdant side of, well, Cled. Uh, Heading past the Evermarket onto the caravan straight. Let me go back to the Whitlaw map. Boop, 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 doo. Whitlaw, our favorite map. Heading up towards the Lyceum district. Same old fare as you would see. A little less busy than in previous days. You have different individuals along the different corner stands and shops, enjoying the day, having a breakfast, catching up with whatever the town criers are, announcing. And as you guys are kind of heading up towards, again, the museums and the Alabastra, uh, all of you hear the in sync marching steps of individuals coming from behind you. And as you kind of peer over your shoulders, you see about 24 fairly well armored and equipped cause members surrounding one individual on a horse with their long hair that goes from brown to silver as they march towards y'all in the direction of the Alabastras Museum District. People kind of parting out of their way as they.
I guess I'll just ask, but I'll just add anybody nearby, just the closest person. Who's the important guy?
As you kind of ask that, Davis, and you kind of look, you kind of see the individual, and all of you kind of see them. It's your best friend, the ones that you guys don't like a lot.
Oh, the Sovereign.
Not the Sovereign.
Oh, Fafnir?
Yo.
Which is something Justice? What is his name? Yeah, look at.
Yep.
Huan Fafnir, the Sovereign. Oh, he's the Sovereign too. Sovereign of Justice.
Well, Minister of Justice.
Oh, Minister of Justice. Oh, right, I got the wrong title.
Yeah. So you see the male elven individual with long brown hair that silvers halfway down. He's very thin, though he doesn't look as thin because of the armor that he has upon himself with the gold and the emerald and the greens. Looking all high and important as his war horse, is surrounded by or flanked by 12 and 12 armored members of the cause as they march their way towards passing you guys up as people part and make room for them along the caravan straits as they head towards the Alabastras.
Well, maybe we'll run into them there. We'll see.
Oh boy. So let's take another
I'm not.
route.
Yeah, I'm not really inclined to talk to them, but
Nope.
Do
you want
we-
to take another route?
Yeah, let's see if we can get there first, or at least not just follow them the whole way there. They're taking up the whole road.
I mean, they're on horseback.
One of
Wait.
them is on horseback.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's being on his position. His high horse, quite literally.
And that's right, they're just marching. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can. I think we can get around them and get ahead of them. Let's do that.
Was Sedge gonna say something?
Yeah.
What's it?
Hmm?
He asked if you were gonna say something, then you said yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to say something to me. I was very confused. I'm sorry.
All good.
Yeah, let's
Oh, no,
get
nothing.
around him.
Yeah, let's get to it.
So it's not nearly as easy to travel as fast as they are because they're taking the proper straights.
You sure about that?
Well, for Dregnar, sure. So if you're gonna try to guide your group, I need a survival check for you to try to guide them to get to the
Can I,
museum before
can I
anyone
inspire
else.
him?
Of
Yeah,
course,
bardic inspiration.
of course.
With this team, especially with you, we got this in the bag. Just
15
we'll,
plus a D6,
we'll try and keep up. And a D10 if you like.
18. Yeah, why not? And so 24.
24. Okay. Uh, Draenor kind of cues y'all to follow him as best as you can. And Draenor, you kind of get a feel for you've traveled up and down this strait a few times now, and you kind of get the layout of some of the buildings. So you make your way over and just begin to navigate and weave your way through some of the back ways and the alleys and such. You guys are making good pace, and there's enough of them where you can hear their marching. And at first, it seems like you're keeping pace with them, but then Dregnar finds a good um, little slipway that's used for drainage, and y'all kind of jump in and about ankle deep start trudging through and kind of spit up on the opposite side of the Alabastros, and you head in towards the back way, not the main gates to enter the museum district, and you're able to um, be on the grounds near the Alabaster Repository and near the Alabasters. As you kind of pop out and emerge, one of the individuals that patrols the ground sees you and says, "Hey," and then kind of looks over. "You lost."
Don't think so. This is Alabastros, right?
Yeah, but why are you coming from the
Listen,
slipway?
It's blocked.
there's a bit of a traffic jam over on the Caravan Street, so we just decided to get around it, come this way, avoid
All
all the
right.
mess.
Well, if you're here for the museum, please make your
We're
way.
here to see the Headmaster Yorn.
The butcher,
Bjorn's
if you will.
right. Well, Yorn's down in the vaults. Very well.
Yeah, he's expecting us.
Okay. Well, then I guess I'll
Yep, lead the way.
guide you. Yep.
Thank you, thank you. So
And as you
I was
guys,
gonna play as lute and drive everybody's shoes while we're running.
gotcha.
A good
as you
floor in
guys,
there.
as you guys get to the museum district or into the museum proper, uh, escorted by one of these security details, uh, one of the unveilers. Um, he nods at his companions within the museum proper, and he escorts y'all off to the side, taking y'all into some of the the closed off areas. And as you guys essentially make your way down to uh, the closed off area, you get the last bits of sounds of like the in sync marching footsteps before it gets kind of just too muffled out. And within the next 10 minutes, you make it down towards at least the vault checkway, where the individual says, "Please, just one moment, I need to confer that uh, the headmaster is expecting
The menagerie, yeah.
uh, menagerie." Very well. Um, some time will pass, not too long, uh, and then as you're left off with with another unveiler, that unveiler walks forward, and he returns, and you see the cotton shirt with the sleeves rolled up, suspenders, the dark hair, the beard, and Butcher comes and waves at y'all, nods, and says for y'all to come in. The unveiler basically steps to the side, allowing y'all to pass. And y'all are in the last bits of tunnels before heading down into the vaults. Yes, hi, my well, friends.
Friends is accurate.
You're have you come to assist in some more research, or
Yeah, I think so. Just need a couple of more details, I suppose. So you said transportation would be arranged, if I recall, right?
oh, Afuma's discussion? Oh, very well.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Uh,
He was
I thought
the one that
did he clue you in on what was going on?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So should we just talk to
but
him, or is it?
yes, I have given him some details of the different teams that are expected to arrive, which you may cross paths along this Mason if you are going, it sounds like. Yes?
Yeah. We just needed to get full details on what's fully expected, but I think we're good.
I believe there was a little bit of miscommunication that sorry that you thought that you needed to
Yeah,
get
that's my fault. I just name dropped you because, this is what we came for last time. I forgot. I wasn't sure
actually
how much Ofuma dealt with people. Anyway.
uh well on these grounds he's quite approachable.
Ah, okay.
And actually if you
Uh,
would with that I could use a break. How about we go ahead and head over to the alabaster together.
Sure.
He
the
turns
more
to
the
the
merrier.
yeah, he turns to one of them. Do let the teams know to continue their research, and I will be returning uh, within the hour. Mm, the individual bows, smiles. It's like, all right. They begin to walk you in the opposite direction of which you came. Some time will pass. The museum, as you do kind of step out into the public space, there are some individuals, coming to observe. There is some hushed tones and it seems like whispers going on amongst different individuals. But you'll continue progressing your way out of the museum proper, and uh, and Yorn begins to guide y'all, uh, not in the underground passages, but above ground to the Alabastras, where as he begins to, take y'all a bit of the way, uh, and he begins to see something. He's like, oh, looks like we're gonna have a bit of a headache up ahead.
What does that mean?
I'm assuming the Minister of Justice wants to understand what happened here yesterday.
Oh, he's headed here then, huh? Yeah, we saw him. He's a real piece of work, isn't he?
I mean, he keeps the city as safe as it can be, but
Does he? I don't know. I
the
just
last
get the
time
feeling
he
that
had
he's.
talked,
Apparently, it's not too damn safe. He's got to walk around with 24 armed guards.
That's a good point.
he's, I believe it's a expression of authority and power that he's going to impose upon Afuma.
Oh, really? I crack my knuckles.
I see you have favor with Afuma at this point. Good choice, but
Not really, but I like him more than the other guy.
well, I would say the average person should. So
With me, it's varying degrees of hate.
The biggest nod ever, David says. Uh huh.
interesting. It's up to you. Would we like to continue and try to squeeze our way through, or shall we double back and use the undergrounds?
Well,
Can we
you know
just
what
yell
my
at them?
answer is.
Squeeze through, but what was that? Well spoke, sorry.
Can't we just yell at? Can't we just yell at them to get out of the way?
I don't know how authority works in your part of the world, but no, these ones are angry authority, I'd say.
I don't know how Carlos would react to this like brazen disregard for authority. I get the feeling that he has like some like
Oh yeah, he has some, he respects structure.
yeah.
He operates, so Karos, in short, without giving any spoilers, he operates within the gray space of authority, so he still relies on it, right?
Got it.
So, it's like, rather not cause a headache, but
I mean that's not a problem for us, but if it's a problem for you, then we're happy to oblige.
Yeah,
Eh.
we can go any way. Just
well, my concerns, this is speaking, my concerns are, regardless of what we do, I'm pretty sure Afuma is going to be getting a earful from Fafnir.
I'd like to be around for that, if that's
Oh
okay.
yeah.
How
If not in
close
the
can we be
room,
for
then
that?
nearby.
Yeah.
We'll take the underground. I can get us to close chambers.
Maybe
Okay.
we can even out that little power struggle there with us being in the room and him having his 24 little guards.
Minions.
Very well.
Minions.
Well, if that is the case, then let us double back and hurry. We will take the undergrounds.
Lead the way.
All right, very well. With some pep in a step, not running, but as to not rise suspicion within the individuals of the museum, you guys head back into the almost as if giving off a ploy as how Yorn is giving y'all a little bit of a tour. He takes you to one of the displays, and then you guys step behind the display, and there is an entryway into the tunnel system below. And it takes you about a good 7 minutes to get from the museum through the tunnels and to the alabasters, where you are spit out within the monastery-like courtyard and structure. But you're actually inside the buildings, and you can hear still, like, you can hear the sounds of the military force there. Just the metal on stone, the armors kind of together. They're moving throughout the building. And as you guys arrive, you hear the sounds of heavy doors shutting, and they kind of echo through the building. And as you guys are kind of being led by Yorn to a chamber, what you would consider maybe like an observation chamber close to the main chamber, kind of like a sneaky room, basically, something that an eavesdropping room, essentially. And he's like, well, you are friends, so enjoy. And no, if you're thinking about it, we did not sit in here while you were discussing amongst yourselves.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Nice.
Go for it.
I was like, wait a minute.
As a
Oh wait, I'm
player, I wanted
terrible
to
at
do that. As a character, nah.
11.
Seems
Really?
truthful. He seems truthful. He's not
Ow.
like giving a grin or anything. He's like,
Oh, your wisdom's not that good. Never mind.
It's my one of my dump stats. Secondary. We don't talk about strength. Al Al's gonna nod and say, "Thank you for the location. This'll do perfectly." And he'll kind of crouch and try not to be seen. He's
yeah,
listening.
it's designed in such a way that you can't really be seen. Um,
Okay, like we're
it's
far away from the edge.
yeah, it's meant for listening, essentially. The what you'll see is some of the so some of the I guess it doesn't matter who picks up on this, but some of the pillars that are used for like, supporting the large room, they are actually more for display and hollowed out, and they're very thin, and that's where it allows the sounds from within the chamber to kind of pierce through, and then you can listen in on the conversations. You're not able to see in. There's no like eye slits or anything like that. It's quite literally a listening chamber. Um, it is a little cramped with how many of you are in here because it's not necessarily meant for a large amount of people, but you guys can still all be here. And you'll hear the high tone, kind of pompous voice of Fafnir. Afuma, I need to know why you thought it was pertinent to, well, call for an evacuation of an entire district yesterday. You didn't clear it with, well, anyone, and I haven't seen a report brought in. So what are you hiding, old friend? You know how things go. You know that the museum and the college are constantly studying and learning new things. From what I hear, it's just a precaution. A little bit of exchange. You can almost like see the grin if you can like picture it on like on Fafnir's face.
Like you can hear people smiling in there when they speak.
Yeah, exactly. A precaution. What did you find? What is happening down in the vaults? Because I know the rumors of it being a little bit of a science experiment going awry over at the colleges is, well, just rumor. And to evacuate the Lyceum over something so simple. Mm-mm. What threat did you bring to Whitlaw? No threat, just precaution. A an old sarcophagi that we brought cracked and some gases escaped. We were being precautious. You know how the seals work. It's meant for many things, but a gas is something tricky. And Hoenn just kind of laughs. A gas. You expect me to believe that some sort of ancient gas from some dig site caused you to evacuate an entire district?
Well, you must understand for the
We're not there.
public health of. Oh, I thought you were in the
Yeah,
room.
no.
My bad.
I kind of like that in Sedge's character.
Des just steps out and goes, "Well, listen here, motherfucker."
You can't
Like
come out with the
shouts
thing.
down into the office.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
And rumbling, echoing, well, actually.
Yeah. No, as Sedge is you kind of like pipe up, but kind of losing sight of where you were. There's like a pause between conversations, and you can hear the silence.
Davis will actually kind of grab and cover his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Mm.
And I'm just like holding my finger to my mouth, just like shh.
And there's like a long pause in the other room. And then Fafnir continues. Well, friend, I would then request that you allow myself and some of my companions to see this cause of concern. Surely we do not need to have a proper council meeting to discuss this. And then you'll hear Ofuma say, certainly. Do you need all, sounded like 18 footsteps, perhaps more? Do you need all of them? Do I need to get them all hall passes? And there's a bit of a chuckle the condescending kind of chuckle from Fafnir. Don't forget your place, old man. When it comes to the safety of this city, I can pry anything out of anyone. And you kind of hear him, you hear that sound of like a blade being drawn, but it's like he's actually just taking it off the table. It's the sound of like the metal kind of scraping against the table, and you hear it sheathed. I expect to be escorted in the next 30 minutes. And you hear him walk out and kind of push the door open. The doors slam behind them, and you hear the metal clad footsteps of him, and then you hear the sounds of his soldiers kind of shifting in place, shifting, and then marching behind him as they start leaving. And then in the chamber, you just hear Ofuma, fucking asshole. And then there's some muttering amongst him and some other individual within the building. And Yorn you'll see Yorn kind of go up to the interior of the column and just kind of give a certain knock.
I'll just say to them, I think that means it's time for us to go. Let's go.
Before Davis takes his hand off my mouth, I'm gonna lick his palm.
Not the first time I've had that happen, but yeah,
And
like I don't. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't like recoil or anything. I'm just like, okay.
very chill. And with that, 'cause it's almost 30, you guys are brought out of the secret little tunnel, brought out of the chamber, the listening chamber, and brought before the large doors of the room where you've had a previous discussion. And Yorn pushes it open, and we'll take a break there.